Now the tropical update, always at 37 minutes past the hour on Weather Tracker TV.
All right, welcome back everybody. Let's go and get you caught up on the tropics on this Tuesday. I was just mentioning, we got an email yesterday from someone who said, well, you guys don't do the tropical update anymore. We do the tropical update every day. It's at 37 minutes past the hour. The last couple years it was always at 50 minutes past, but we do this every day at 37 minutes past the hour. Now, we just have not had a lot to talk about this year, but if you're interested in the tropics, remember, you can always tune in at this exact same time. And again, we will be here. We're not totally sure what they were talking about. So, okay, not a lot going on today, but there is maybe something trying to brew, and I'm going to show you this coming up. Again, we've had 3 tropical storms so far this year. We have yet to have an actual hurricane. It's only happened once in 1914 that we went an entire season without having a hurricane. I don't think that's going to happen this year, but I can tell you it's a weird year. I mean, we're trending so far below normal, and we're essentially right now in peak season, right? From right now all the way through parts of September, this is the peak season. After that, it trails off fairly quickly, of course, as we begin to head into the cooler months. But okay, so this is new overnight. There's a little area disturbed weather down across parts of Central America. The National Hurricane Center, they're really stretching this out, but they're giving this a 20% opportunity as it does potentially cross here up into the Bay of Campeche a little bit later on in the week, heading into the weekend. And if it were to develop, the funny thing is it would also head into deep South Texas, the same area that just had a tropical wave and has had all the rain really just over the last couple of days. Again, some locations picking up 6, 7, 8, 9 inches of rain. Again, a little bit of a stretch here. We're going to track this, but right now it does not look very well organized. I'm going to show you the modeling coming up here momentarily. The modeling not very bullish on this whatsoever, but not impossible. We see this time of year if we can get things into the Gulf, right, where the waters are warm, or even up here into the Bay of Campeche. Again, things can be a little more favorable for development, but this is it right there. Again, you're just looking at it there kind of with the naked eye, not too much to it, right? So let's kind of roll you forward in time. Here it comes up towards the Yucatan. In fact, as it gets towards the Yucatan, it kind of begins the weekend. It looks even more disorganized. And like I mentioned, there's still this opportunity, maybe as we get into the weekend, maybe early next week, if it can get out here into the Gulf or the Bay of Campeche. We'll try and get something to go. But like I mentioned, right now it's really a stretch. And again, even the National Hurricane Center at this point only giving it a 20% opportunity. So we'll track it, but again, doesn't necessarily look that promising. Otherwise, I've switched over to the water vapor imagery, right? I've zoomed all the way out. This is the tropical Atlantic. This is the main development zone. That would be the intertropical convergence zone. There's the coast of Africa. This is the time of year we're watching for waves coming off the coast of Africa. This ugly orange you're seeing in the middle of your screen, this has been our problem all year, right? I mean, we don't want tropical development, but this is what has suppressed it. This is all dry air. It's not just dry, but it's also still dusty with Saharan dust. And any waves that have come off the coast of Africa, they hit this right here, and that's essentially all she wrote. So again, the main tropical Atlantic still remains quite quiet. Otherwise, here we go. This is Tropical Depression Yvette, and again continues out here in the eastern Pacific. Winds right around 35 miles per hour, just drifting at only 2 miles per hour. Again, outside of this, just going forward over the next several days, no additional development anticipated even in the eastern Pacific, which has been just a little bit busier as we've gone through the year. So overall, the tropics still remain fairly quiet. We are watching at least that one small disturbance over the next 2 days.